Wolfenstein the Old Blood is a fun game. Guys, this concludes my review. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm just kidding. But no, in all seriousness, I am going to discuss today Wolfenstein the Old Blood, a sequel to the game Wolfenstein the New Order, but is actually a prequel to that game, if that made any sense whatsoever. But I am Bradley Overrated, and today we are discussing it. Let's do this. And instead of just going over the exact same things I just went over from its previous game, I am instead going to have a link down below, so if you want to check out the core mechanics, you're more than welcome to check out the other review for that other game, as the core mechanics of this game and its previous title are basically the exact same. There is not much difference there. Just know that the core mechanics of this game are just as good. They're fun, they're great, they're wonderful. Where this game differs, though, is the fact that this game, after finishing it, just didn't nearly feel as ambitious as its predecessor. And I think a lot of that has to do with the way even this game is presented at the beginning. If you remember from Wolfenstein the New Order, it was immediately throwing you into the action. It was just crazy and chaotic and a lot of fun, whereas this one has you basically walking through Castle Wolfenstein dressed as a Nazi, observing the area, and you do nothing for about 10 to 15 minutes. It feels like you're just talking to a bunch of people, it slowly sets up the story, whereas its predecessor just threw you into the story. So that is one big difference between the two games. And then also the level design in this game just wasn't quite as good. Take, for example, this place that I'm in. It almost felt like a labyrinth of just a bunch of squares where I had to go upstairs, downstairs, left, right, and I had a really hard time actually finding where the next objective was and where I was supposed to go. This happens quite a lot in this game. I feel like it just doesn't quite capture Wolfenstein in terms of level design. It doesn't go the extra mile to keep you guessing on where to go next. It just has you guessing, trying to figure out where to go a lot of the times, and that can be very frustrating. But for all of my complaints when it comes to level design and this game just not being nearly as ambitious as the other one, it's still a really good game. Like I said, when it comes to core mechanics, all of it's still here. The stealth elements are still here, the gunplay's still there, you can still dual wield. There's still some fun and engaging moments in the game where the combat gets crazy. And like I said, the second half of this game gets really crazy, and it is just so much fun, and it gets a lot better. And then also the character development in this game is fantastic. I still really enjoy the story and the voice acting. So all of those parts, which is basically the core gameplay, it's still really good. And then just like the other game, this game also has a bunch of secrets and collectibles for you to find, and my favorite by far are definitely the beds that you can discover. Going into these beds throws you into classic Wolfenstein, and it is so much fun to check out the old-fashioned Wolfenstein 3D. I mean, this is just a delightful treat that I am so happy they continue to have in this game. I really enjoyed discovering these secret rooms and going through these obstacles. It is by far one of the best bonuses you can get while playing these games, and I am so glad they have it in this one. So let's go ahead now and give this game a letter grade. And for those of you that are new here, I give letter grades because that is how I am. A being the best, F being the worst. And while this game wasn't quite as good as the other game, I still really enjoyed it. I still feel like it had a lot of great elements that the last Wolfenstein had. So I am happy to still give this game a good score, and I give Wolfenstein the Old Blood a B. And that, my friends, concludes this overrated review. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed this one, be sure to click that subscribe button, hit the bell, hit the like, leave a comment, yada yada yada. Do all that stupid YouTube stuff that people have you do these days, because that's the way YouTube is, I guess. And I will see you guys on the next overrated review. I am Bradley Overrated, out like a trout. Have a good one.
Carried by this water, and it will cramp up and you will feel the most intense pain you've ever felt in your life.